All right, so another couple questions here. First one, I'm gonna go last to first, I guess. Are you writing a book or something? The answer is yes, and you can go to um, it on GitHub. You can go. I'll put a link in the description here. But if you go to github.com/rwxrob slash book dash terminal dash velocity. So let me show you. The book title is Terminal Velocity, Mastering the Fastest Human Computer Interface, and it's entirely based on. I don't know why my thing came on again. Let me go turn this off. All right, how's that? Does that work? I changed my scene and I kind of did something I didn't want to do. So yeah, the answer is yes. Here it is. You can go watch me writing it if you want. Like literally, I've been writing it every morning before work, working on it a little bit here and there. And this is the book I've always been wanting to write. I've started it so many times. I started it with Scrivener, and I've been writing off and on for a long time. The book is 100% focused on just getting good with the terminal. A couple of things that some people might expect from the beginner boost that are not going to be here. So, first of all, there is no coverage of how to install Linux at all. This is just how to get good with the terminal. In fact, we are going to get Bash on Windows using Git Bash, and we'll be using it on a Mac. We'll just use the Bash. We'll install Bash with Brew. And if you have Linux, we assume you already know how to have Bash is built into Linux. So we assume that you're going to have one of those three things. We are not going to spend a single second covering the terminal velocity stuff to cover how to install Linux. We are, however, and that's a separate question, but we're going to do before May the 4th, we're going to do several individual sessions about how to get Linux, get Unix specifically, how to install it, whether you want a BSD. By the way, we're non-Unix specific now, so you can use Linux or Unix. There's lots of need to do FreeBSD these days. I was just reading about a Reddit post that a guy found an old 2013 Netflix caching server from an ISP. He inherited it and had like 278 terabytes of data storage, and it was running FreeBSD. So there's a lot of reasons to not care about Linux. So that's a different question. So the answer is yes. There's a book here. The reason I've been so focused on KEG, the Knowledge Exchange Graph network stuff, the KEG network stuff, is because I'm using that to write the book. There is no good way to write a book these days, and also have it be usable and shareable in other formats, including just READMEs on GitHub. So that includes Gitbook and all the other stuff. I've looked at them very, very deeply. So before you recommend them, which I appreciate, just know that I have been studying different ways to publish books for the last several years, including Chris Nova's very successful use of ASCII Doc and others. That's just not my thing. So the KEG specification that will be final in January will include everything necessary to publish a book by just storing stuff in this particular organization format. You can watch a big exhaustive question and answer about what is KEG. There's another video on that if you want to go watch that.